Art is like a religion. It demands everything from you. It breaks you open. It remakes you. And it gives you something to believe in when nothing else is making sense. It hurts. It gives you purpose. It changes the person who creates it. In a not gently way, of course. It's violently. And it's so intimate. To make art is to flirt with madness, being borderline crazy all the time. And at first, you start creating because something moves you, right? An inspiration. That spark, most of the time, comes from people, from muses. Muses aren't special, they're not born like a muse itself, but we make them special, right? We obsess with them, we romanticize them, we project, and this becomes something rare, odd, because for it to stick, they have to have that one quality, something subtle, strange, and captivating for us that grabs our attention and we don't let it go ever until they don't give us that feeling anymore. And for me, my muses are men. Most of them are men. Sometimes I felt the need to make art for women, and those women have been really special in my life, I guess. My mom, my grandma. It's a different kind of art. It's not the obsessive one. It's the loving one, the caring one. And I used to wish that I felt differently. I genuinely hope I'd be drawn to women because it would have been made things easier. But that's not something that I've got to choose ever, because, you're born with your sexuality. And for me, I tried when I was a teenager. I tried to like women, but it didn't work. And I'm obsessively attracted to this image of masculinity. Not real men necessarily, but this archetype. Mysterious, distant, cold, and burning you in the inside when you think about them. It's like the kind you can never really have. Only imagine. Only imagine is yours. Only imagine you will one day find that kind of man and be with them. But you're not going to be with them because most of them are emotionally unavailable. They don't even need to talk to me for them to be my muse. They just need to exist in my head, like gods in a personal mythology. And from that place, I create. I feel things. I feel something. Because not everything is going to make me feel something. Not every interaction I have with a human being ever makes me feel the same as men do. And they inspire my most beautiful work. And yet, it's like I'm unraveling slowly, quietly, losing myself in the fantasy, in the ache, and in the illusion. Because I'm craving something that I cannot have. I am craving something that is not available. It's like doing everything to buy a purse that's going to cost the money that you've made in a year. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's something unachievable. And maybe that's what makes the art feel real. It comes from a place of longing, of obsession. So the thing is, the obsession isn't cute. It doesn't feel fun. It feels like longing constantly. And like you're chasing ghosts who don't even know you, and you'll never catch. I see someone and my brain starts building a whole narrative, okay? Who they are, how they think, how it would feel like to know them. And then I turn that ache into a painting or a video or something that helps me process the fact that I will never get what I want from them. Something interesting is that I've met a few of those men, and I've realized that if I ever got into a relationship with them, I would feel pissed because they're not my type emotionally. And I think that's part of what artists only wanting, aching, craving, not even wanting something real, because these men are not real. They are not what I think they are. And just wanting it itself, wanting so hard that you have to split it somewhere, you will explode of obsession. And I've had a few of those explosive episodes, even though I've met the person. My muses are men, and the last muse that I've had and that I still have, I could say. I was obsessed with this person. I didn't like this person. I never imagined myself in a relationship with this person because he's not what I want in a boyfriend, but he's what I want in life. He's everything that I want ever. And that weights down something even deeper than just someone that you like, you know? You have in front of you someone that you could give everything to because they are your muse. He was like a god to me. I was praying when I was making art. And that metaphor of praying like that, it's so deep that you feel that eventually everything, any step they make, any like situation they talk to you about, you're going to feel it deeply. You're going to connect it with yourself. And it's not because you should compare yourself to this person or the lifestyle, but it becomes like he's your vessel to make art, so you must pay attention to every single detail. And you cannot get away from that. It is going to destroy you, and it's exhausting. I don't want to constantly feel like my creativity depends on pain, on desire, on unattainable men who don't even know I exist. Well, most of them know, but they don't care. I hate that sometimes. And I wonder if I'd ever be able to create anything without that ache, without pain, without feeling like I am going crazy or pushing myself to madness. And that's the trap that a muse is going to do with you when you start needing them to feel anything deeply. It's like you are getting obsessed in all ways, like your life depends on them. And when your art becomes dependent on that heartbreak or longing, the art is going to have control over you instead of you being the creator, you being the artist. You are also becoming a muse of your own art because you are the vessel for your art to mean something. Your muse exists so you can pray to them and make art. The art becomes like the result, the ultimate goal of having a muse. I believe we should be our own muses. I strongly believe this, but it's hard to detach our feelings towards what we obsessed with because self-obsession can be also harmful, and I wonder if healing means losing the ability to make good art. And when a muse become your god, it's like a ritual. Art is sacred. Art becomes a religion, and you're praying while you're making art. The pain is sacred. The muse is your altar, and you don't know if it's saving you or if it's slowly destroying you, or maybe both. What do you do in this case? Do you stop being obsessed and make bad art? I don't know how to feel about this, but I love that idea, and I believe I've always romanticized this to the point of hurting myself. But I don't know what artists would be without muses. I don't know what artists would be without obsession, without emptiness, without having extreme feelings towards people. It's really hard to think that way. But yeah, what do you think about this?